Thanks everybody for joining me today for our deep stretch workout. We are gonna go ahead and get started with a warm-up. We're gonna begin our warm-up sitting on our mats in a seated position with our legs crossed at our ankles. If that doesn't feel comfortable for you, find any seated position on your mat. We're gonna start just with a little deep breathing, getting ourselves situated, checking in with our posture. So once you find that seated position, I'm just gonna drop my arms down at my side, relaxing my shoulders, letting go of any of the tension. If your shoulders are coming up towards your ears, let them go, let them relax. Checking in with your spine, like there's a nice straight long line from your spine through the top of your head to the ceiling. From here, we're gonna start with a big inhale breath as we raise both hands, fingertips up towards the ceiling. Taking that inhale, feeling your lungs, chest, belly fill with air, and then a big exhale as we let our hands come back down at our sides. We're gonna do that 2 more times. You can go at your own pace, taking that big inhale breath again as we raise our fingertips up towards the sky, extending our arms long, and then a big exhale, let it go. One final time here, big inhale breath as we reach. And a big exhale, let it go, hands come back down at our sides. Once our hands are coming back at our sides, we're gonna move into some seated cat-cow, seated spine stretching. I'm gonna start by taking my right hand on top of my right knee, my left hand on top of my left knee. From here, I'm gonna push my belly button forward, head and chest stay lifted. Belly button's coming forward towards my legs, towards the wall in front of us as you feel your spine curve forward, feeling that stretch in your core, your back. From here, I'm gonna bring my chin to my chest, nose gonna point down towards the floor as my belly button comes in towards my spine and my spine reaches towards the wall behind me. Using my hands on my knees to just pull my body through those 2 positions. I like to use my hands to just leverage to maybe pull a little bit deeper forward and extend a little bit further backwards. Again, stretching that spine, our core. Taking some deep breaths as well as you move through this seated cat-cow at your own pace for a little bit longer. From here, I'm gonna add in some circles, some hip circles, leading with my shoulders, going clockwise, leaning forward, right shoulder comes over to the right side, then both of my shoulders lean back behind me, left shoulder leans over to the left side. As I'm doing these big circles, I'm trying to keep my glutes kind of on the floor, so I'm really feeling that stretch in my hips, in my lower back. I like to make my circles really big, really dramatic. After a few clockwise circles, I'm gonna go the opposite direction, counterclockwise here, evening out both directions. And in 3, 2, 1, coming back up to a neutral seated position. You can drop your hands off of your knees down towards the floor. We're gonna move into some side body stretches. We're gonna take these more dynamic for our warm-up, so we're not gonna hold them very long. I'm gonna start by reaching my right hand, fingertips up overhead. My arm is extended long. Fingertips are reaching over to that left side as I lean my upper body over to the left. Holding here for just a few moments before I switch. Coming back up to that seated position, dropping my right hand down, switch sides. Left hand, fingertips point up overhead, over to the right, leaning my upper body over to that right side. We're just gonna alternate through these side body stretches for about 30 seconds at your own pace. Again, moving pretty fluidly, feeling that stretch in your side body. Again, I'm trying to keep my glutes planted on the floor to really feel that stretch in my alternating hips. Head and chest face forward. Final 10. And in 3, 2, 1, even out both sides if you need before bringing both hands back down at your sides. From here, we're gonna move into some shoulder circles and some neck circles. Starting with shoulder circles, hands are just down at my side or rested on my legs. I'm gonna do both shoulders at the same time, starting with big circles backwards, bringing my shoulders up towards my ears. Then I'm gonna bring my shoulders behind my back. I feel my shoulder blades squeeze together, chest pushes forward before dropping my shoulders and then bringing them back around to the top. Again, going at your own pace here. Feeling that shoulder roll, that stretch. After a few backward shoulder rolls, I'm gonna go the opposite way. Now forward with my shoulder rolls. Same thing, shoulders come up towards our ears. This time they're gonna drop in front of our chest. So you're gonna feel your shoulder blades separate slightly and your chest kind of cave in before dropping your shoulders, bringing them back around to the top. Keeping a nice long spine to really get the most out of your shoulder rolls here for a final 10. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Let your shoulders come to neutral. We're gonna move into some neck circles. I like to do neck half circles. So I'm gonna start by dropping my dropping my shoulders, relaxing. I'm gonna bring my right ear down towards my right shoulder, feeling that stretch all throughout the left side of my neck. From here, dropping my chin to my chest, nose points down towards the floor, feeling the back of my neck stretch. And then left ear over to left shoulder, feeling the right side of my neck stretch. And then I'm gonna go back, chin to chest, right ear to right shoulder. I'm just gonna alternate ear. Option to take it to a full circle. You can point your nose up towards the ceiling if that feels good. Final 10 here. And in 3, 2, 1, and return your head back to neutral. Relax those shoulders. We're gonna move into a seated twist. Last little warm up in this cross-legged position. I'm gonna extend my arms out into a T position straight from my shoulders. Right hand reaches to the right, left hand reaching to the left. From here, I'm gonna turn my chest to the right. My right hand is dropping behind my back. Left hand is reaching to the outside of my right knee. I'm just holding this twist for a few seconds before coming back to center and switching sides. Now my chest will turn to the left. Left hand drops behind my back. Right hand reaches to the outside of my left knee. Again, moving kind of fluidly through this, more dynamic. Switching at your own pace here. We'll go for another 15 seconds. I like to take a nice deep breath as I return to center and then exhale as I twist. For 3, 2, 1, and release. Coming back to center. From here, I'm going to extend my legs long. So this extending our legs, heels are on the ground, toes point up towards the ceiling, sitting on our bottom, spine is long. We're gonna start just by pointing and flexing our toes. So I'm gonna start by pointing my toes down towards the floor, down towards the mat, like you're trying to touch your toes to the ground while keeping your legs extended straight. We're feeling that stretch in the tops of our feet to our shins. And then from here, I'm gonna flex my feet, toes point up towards the ceiling, maybe even a little bit further, like you're trying to touch your toes to your shins. This time we're feeling the bottoms of our feet stretch in our calves, alternating, pointing, and flexing here for about 10 more seconds. And in 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna shake them out, wiggle my toes, maybe a couple windshield wipers of my feet. From here, we're gonna move into a seated forward fold and flow. So again, not holding this too static here. Starting by taking that big inhale breath as we reach, fingertips up towards the ceiling. On your exhale, we're gonna hinge at our waist, reaching our hands towards our toes, towards our ankles, holding this forward fold for just a few moments. From here, I'm gonna slowly return back to a seated position, a tall seated position, uncurling my spine a little bit at a time till I'm back up to that seated position, and we'll go again. Doing this 2 more times, taking that big inhale breath as we reach, and then a big exhale as we hinge for our toes, holding for a moment here, and then slowly returning back to that seated position. Final time, biggest inhale, biggest extension of our spine as we reach tall. And then final time, exhale here into that forward fold. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and release. Slowly coming back up to that seated position. Nice job, everybody. We're gonna transition into a tabletop. So making our way into our tabletop, grab a little bit of water on your way there if you need. Hands are gonna stack underneath our wrists. Knees are gonna stack underneath our hips. Our back is flat. We're gonna start with a rocking child's pose. So again, making this a little bit more dynamic to start here. I'm gonna widen out my knees just slightly. My toes are gonna come together. From here, I'm gonna sit my glutes back towards my feet into a child's pose. I'm only gonna hold this for a second or 2 before I come back up into a tabletop. So I'm just rocking my weight forward and back from tabletop to child's pose. Again, warming up our hips, our back, our glutes. Option as you come back into your tabletop is to drop your hips a little bit towards the ground, curling your belly button, curving your spine down towards the floor, hips towards the floor, deepening that stretch you're feeling in your lower back as you're rocking for 10 more seconds here. And in 3, 2, 1, slowly coming back to tabletop. I'm gonna narrow out my knees, separate my toes from each other. Hands are underneath my shoulders, knees are underneath my hips. We're gonna start here just with a little cat-cow. Dropping our belly button down towards the floor, chin and head, chest face forward. And then from here, chin to chest. Belly button up towards the ceiling like you're pushing the floor away. For 3, 2, 1. Coming back to a neutral spine. Back is flat. From here, I'm going to extend my right leg long for a little calf stretch. As I'm extending my right leg long, my toes and the ball of my foot is on the floor. My heel is in the air. From here, we're gonna shift our weight back onto our right foot until you feel that stretch in the back of your right calf. Kind of like you're trying to get your right heel to touch the wall behind you or to touch the floor. Option to hold this stretch static or rock your weight forward and back to make it a little bit more dynamic. Final 10. And in 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna shift some of that weight off of my right foot, coming back to that neutral tabletop, keeping my right leg extended. I'm gonna reach my right hand, fingertips up towards the ceiling. That's opening my chest up to the right. Option to keep that right leg extended, or you can drop your right knee back down to the mat. Little balance challenge here with that right leg extended. As our fingertips of that right hand reach towards the sky, we're feeling our hips open, our chest open. For 3, 2, 1, and release. Slowly coming back down into tabletop. Option to take a little tabletop break. I like to just sit back onto my feet, give your wrist a little roll out. Whatever we need, we're gonna do the same thing on the left side. When you're ready, back into tabletop, this time extending our left leg long onto the left ball of our foot, left heel's in the air, stretching that calf, shifting our weight back onto our left foot until you feel that stretch in the back of your calf. Again, you can hold or shift your weight forward and back. For 3, 2, 1, and release. Keeping that left foot extended long. Option to drop your left knee onto the mat. This time we're taking our left hand, fingertips reach up towards the ceiling. We're opening our chest up to the left. Our hands and our arms are in like one long line. Again, feeling that stretch in our hips, our chest, our spine. For 3, 2, 1, and release. Back into tabletop. Option again to take a little tabletop break. We're gonna move into thread the needle. When you're ready, starting from that tabletop position, this time, both of my knees are planted on the ground. I'm gonna start my thread the needle by reaching my right hand, fingertips up towards the ceiling. One more time, turning that chest to the right. From here, my right hand is gonna reach all the way over to the left, in between my left hand and my left knee, as I drop my right shoulder down towards the floor, dropping my head towards the floor, and we will hold here. Option to extend that left hand towards the top left corner of your mat, deepening that left side body stretch. And in 3, 2, 1, slowly unthreading your needle, coming back to tabletop. We're gonna do the same thing now on our left hand. When you're ready, reaching that left hand, fingertips up towards the ceiling one more time, chest opens to the left. This time our left hand is gonna reach across our body over to the right, reaching as you drop your left shoulder down towards the floor. Maybe drop your left side head to the floor. And then last option here, extending that right arm to the top right corner of your mat. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Coming back into tabletop. We're gonna finish here with a child's pose. I'm widening out my knees, bringing my toes together, and I'm gonna sit back onto my feet as I keep my arms extended in front of me. Maybe you walk your arms even further away as you lower your chest, your head down towards the floor. We're gonna hold this child's pose for another 20 seconds. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Coming out of our child's pose, we are going to return to a seated position, giving our knees and our wrists a moment of recovery. Grab a little bit of water as we make our way back to a seated position. From here, I'm back into that seated position with my legs crossed at my ankles, knees are bent. Again, you can extend your legs long if that feels best. We're gonna start with some seated eagle arms to finish out that spine and shoulder stretch sequence that we just had. So for our seated eagle arms, I'm gonna start with my elbows bent and my fingertips pointed up towards the ceiling. My palms are facing each other and my elbows are in line with my shoulders. From here, I'm gonna bring my right elbow over the top crease of my left elbow. So now my arms are crossed. The backs of your hands may be close to each other or touching, whatever feels good here. From this position, you want to bring your elbows away from your body. So raising your elbows up to point forward, in line with your shoulders. You're gonna feel that stretch in your back, in your shoulder blades. Taking some deep breaths as we hold here for another 10. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Slowly uncross your arms, shake them out a little bit, give your body a moment of recovery. We're gonna do the same thing, opposite side. So again, starting with our elbows bent, pointing forward in line with our shoulders. Fingertips point up towards the ceiling. This time, our left elbow is gonna come over the crease of our right elbow. Arms are crossed, the backs of our hands are close to touching, maybe they can touch, or maybe they're separated. From here, if you're not feeling that stretch, you wanna raise your elbows off of your chest, lifting those elbows to be in line with your shoulders, or wherever that range of motion is to feel that stretch in your shoulder blades, in your back. Final 10. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Shake it out, let your arms fall down at your sides. Nice work, everybody. From here, we're gonna extend our legs into a wide leg forward fold. So my right leg is going to extend long out to the right. My left leg is gonna extend long out to the left. Finding your range of motion here, your distance that your legs can be apart comfortably, but enough to feel that stretch in the insides of our legs. From here, we're gonna start by reaching both hands, fingertips up towards the ceiling, extending our spine long. And then from here, I'm gonna hinge at my waist. Both of my hands are gonna reach towards my right foot. So I'm feeling this right leg hamstring stretch. I'm feeling that left lower back, left hip stretch as I reach. Final 10. And in 3, 2, 1. Slowly coming back up to that seated position, leaving your legs where they are, giving yourself a moment. We're gonna do that same thing to the opposite side. When you're ready, both hands are gonna reach up towards the ceiling, spine is long, and then hinging at your waist, both hands reaching towards our left foot. Final 10. And in 3, 2, 1. Slowly release, slowly coming back up to that seated position. Final variation in our wide leg forward fold. We're gonna go straight down the center. From here, adjusting my posture just slightly, sitting up tall. This time I'm gonna start with my hands just down on the floor in between my legs. And I'm just gonna slowly walk my hands as I hinge forward, straight down the center, stopping at your range of motion here. Feeling that stretch in the insides of our legs, our hips, and our lower back. Final 10. And in 3, 2, 1. Slowly walking our hands back towards our body as we come back up to that seated position. From here, I'm gonna bring the bottoms of my feet together for a butterfly stretch. Taking a moment to get there, finding where your feet are in relation to your body. The closer your feet are, the deeper that knee bend. The farther away, the bigger your butterfly. So just finding that comfortable position here. Starting by sitting up nice and tall, I'm gonna reach my hands towards my toes and just gently lean forward, keeping my spine long. My core is engaged as I lean forward, feeling the stretch in my hips, in the insides of my legs. Keeping our knees still, just feeling that stretch from that leaning forward. Final 10. And in 3, 2, 1. Slowly coming back up to that seated position. I'm gonna leave my feet in this butterfly. One last variation here. I'm gonna drop my hands behind my back. Palms are on the mat. My fingertips are pointing towards the back of my mat. I'm gonna just gently lean back, letting my hands and my arms support my body weight. My shoulder blades are slightly squeezed together as my chest pushes forward, opening up our chest here, leaning back into this stretch, opening up our hips a little differently. Option to have your nose point up towards the ceiling, up towards the sky. Just taking a few breaths here. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Coming back up to that seated position, extending our legs long, letting our arms fall down at our side. From here, we're gonna move into a seated twist. So starting with our legs long, I'm gonna take my right leg, bending my right knee to bring the bottom of my right foot to the outside of my left leg, kind of by my left knee. So that right knee is across my left leg, by my chest, starting by hugging that right knee in towards my body with both of my hands, kind of pushing my body forward into that leg to straighten out my spine, sitting up really tall. Feeling that stretch already in our glutes, in our hamstrings, our hips. And then from here, we're gonna add a twist. Option to take your right hand, planting behind your back, turning your chest to the right, and then with your left hand, either your hand or your left elbow, hooking onto the outside of your right knee to pull your body a little bit deeper into that twist. So we're stretching our glutes here, also a nice little spine twist, hips. Again, our spine is long, having good posture here to really get the most out of that stretch. Core is still engaged. Final 10. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Slowly untwist. Slowly lower that right leg down to the floor. We're going to do the same thing on our left leg. When you're ready, left knee is going to bend, bottom of our left foot coming to the outside of our right leg, planting on the mat. Taking both of my hands, hugging that left knee in towards my body, feeling my spine sit tall. Few breaths here before we take it into that twist. When you're ready, left hand is going to plant behind our back, turning our chest to the left. Option for your right hand to grab onto the outside of your left knee, or your right elbow can hook onto the left side of your left knee. Holding here for a final 10. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Slowly letting both of your legs fall back down to the floor. And taking a moment to recover here. Great job, everybody. We're going to transition on to the floor, laying on our backs. Grab a little bit of water as we make our way there. Once you are laying, just taking a moment here to extend your legs long, let your arms fall down at your side. Taking a few breaths, just extending our body long. Checking in with how we're feeling, how our back is feeling against the floor, how our body's feeling. Taking a few deep breaths. I'm going to start by bringing both of my knees into my chest, bending at the knee, hugging with both my hands at my knees into my body. I'm feeling, again, my spine push against the floor, adding in a little movement if that feels good. Maybe rocking from left to right, drawing circles with your knees, clockwise, counterclockwise. Also feeling that stretch in our glutes. From here, I'm going to drop both of my feet down to the floor. So my knees are bent, pointed up towards the ceiling. Feet are flat on the ground. We're going to move into a figure 4 stretch, a lying figure 4. Starting with my right leg, I'm going to bring my right shin over the top of my left leg. So the bottom of my right foot is pointed to the left. My right knee is bent and pointed to the right, creating that figure 4 shape. Different options here. You can stay right where we are, feeling that stretch. You can deepen it by taking your right hand, pushing the top of your right knee just away from your body. That's deepening that stretch you're feeling in your right hip. Option to also raise that left foot off of the floor, keeping your ankle in line with your knee on that left leg, bringing that leg closer to your body to feel that deeper stretch throughout your glutes and your hamstrings. You can also take both hands, wrapping them around your left thigh, left hamstring, and pulling in deeper towards yourself. Any variation here that feels good. Wherever we are here, I'm going to drop my left foot down to the floor. Staying in that figure 4 position, I'm going to let both of my legs drop over to the left. So my right foot comes down to the floor, my left knee comes down to the floor. Still in that figure 4 position, but now we're adding in a little bit of a lying twist here. Hold here for a few more breaths. Option to turn your head to the right, deepening a little bit of that stretch in your neck. And in 3, 2, 1, bringing both of my feet back up, dropping my right foot down to the floor, taking a few breaths to recover here before we do that same thing on the opposite side. This time our left leg is going to go over the top of our right thigh. My left knee is pointed to the left, my left knee is pointed to the left, the bottom of my left foot is pointed to the right in that figure 4 shape. Taking whatever variation you chose on the opposite side. Holding here for about 15 more seconds. And in 3, 2, 1, if that right foot is lifted in the air, dropping it down to the floor. Same thing here, we're going to take it into that twist, leaving your legs where they are, just dropping them over to the right. And then option to turn your head to the left. And in 3, 2, 1, slowly returning both of your feet back down to the floor. Taking a moment to recover here with a few breaths. From here, I'm going to extend my left leg long, and I'm going to hug my right knee in towards my body. Feeling that stretch all throughout the back of my right leg, my hips, while keeping that left leg long. From here, I'm gonna gently drop that right knee a little bit further out to the right, taking my right knee to the outside of my right hips. And then from here, right knee is gonna come across our body all the way over to the left into this lying twist. Shoulders are trying to stay planted on the mat. Head is rested. If you have to decrease that range of motion to make sure you're feeling your shoulders stay on the floor. You can have your right foot floating. You can rest your right foot on the floor. We'll hold here for another 15. And in 3, 2, 1, returning our right leg over to the right side, lower that right leg down to the floor. Take a moment to recover before we switch to our left leg. When you're ready, left knee is hugging in towards our chest, both of my hands hugging around the top of my left knee, pulling that in. From here, dropping that left knee out a little bit wider to the left, bringing my left knee to the outside of my hips. And then from here, bringing that left knee across our body over to the right, finding your comfortable range of motion here. We'll hold for about 30. Final 10. And in 3, 2, 1, and release, bringing our left leg back over to that left side, dropping your left leg down onto the floor. Few recovery breaths here. We're gonna move into a bridge pose, focusing on stretching out our quads at the tops of our legs. My hands are coming down at my side, feet are returning back onto the floor, so our knees are bent. From here, we're gonna lift our hips up towards the ceiling. Option to bring your hands together underneath your glutes to support your upper body, holding that bridge pose a little bit more. Or option to keep your hands separate. As we are in this bridge pose, really focusing on feeling that stretch in the tops of your legs, in your quads, pushing your hips forward. We'll hold for 3, 2, 1. Slowly release glutes back down to the floor. We're gonna do that 2 more times. from my feet, my heels, my toes, really pushing my feet away from the floor as I lift my hips up towards the ceiling. And again, focusing, not so much feeling it in your glutes, but that stretch in your quads. We'll go in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, slowly lifting your hips off of the floor. For 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower back down. We'll go one more time. In 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, slowly lifting those hips one last time here, really pushing those hips to the sky. For 3, 2, 1. And slowly release, returning your hips down to the floor. Hugging my knees into my chest one more time here. Letting my lower back kind of just massage against the floor to reset. Before our final little sequence, we're going to finish with a hamstring stretch from this position. Dropping both of my feet down towards the floor one last time. I'm going to start by extending my right toes up towards the ceiling. Trying to keep a little bend in my right knee. With my hands grabbing onto my right leg, either above or below the knee. And then just gently pulling that right leg in towards your body. Option to keep your left knee bent, or you can extend that left leg long to deepen that stretch. Whatever feels good for you here. Holding for another 15. And in 3, 2, 1, slowly lower that right leg down. Right foot comes back onto the floor. Couple breaths here to recover. Same thing on the left. When you're ready, the left toes point up towards the ceiling. You can have a slight bend in that left knee. Grabbing onto your left leg, either above or below the knee, and just gently pulling in towards your body. Again, right knee can be bent, right knee can be long. And in 3, 2, 1, and release, lowering both feet down to the floor. Final stretch from this position, we're going to do a happy baby. Option to take this into a half happy baby or both feet at the same time, your choice. But we're going to bring the bottoms of our feet to point up towards the ceiling. Our knees have a nice bend in them. We're trying to bring our knees to the outside of our body so we have space to pull those legs down. From here, reaching both of our hands to the outsides of our feet, our ankles, our shins, and just adding some slight pressure down towards the floor. And in 3, 2, 1, and slowly release. lowering both of your feet, your legs down. From here, our final few minutes, I'm going to transition back into a tabletop. Again, grab some water on your way there if you need. We're going to finish with a little cat-cow child's pose for some restoration. Back into our tabletop, hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips, a little tabletop just to finish it out here. Moving into cat-cow, dropping that belly button down, and then belly button to the sky. Taking your time here, adding in any movement that feels good. I like to kind of shift my weight back towards my feet, shift my weight forward, maybe some circles with your hips, your shoulders. From this cat-cow, I'm going to return my spine to neutral. I'm going to drop into puppy pose. So my knees are going to stay where they are. My feet are going to stay. I'm going to drop onto my forearms. So my elbows are dropping down towards the ground. My palms are pressed into the floor. From here, dropping my chest towards my knees, head towards the ground. Hips stay lifted tall. Hold here for a few breaths. And in 3, 2, 1, slowly coming up out of puppy pose, back into tabletop to finish here with a 30-second child's pose. Widening out my knees, bringing my toes together, sitting back onto my feet one last time here for about 30 seconds. From child's pose, last option, bend your elbows, bringing the palms of your hands together above your head, rounding through the top of your shoulder blades to just gently feel that stretch in your triceps. And in 3, 2, 1. And release. Arms come back down to the floor. Slowly coming up out of child's pose. We are going to finish class with a final 1.5 minutes of restoration. This is your choice, your position to just relax, recover, and take some deep breaths. So wherever you want to finish class today, making our way there, and I will call us out in about 1.5 minutes. Slowly adding a little bit of movement back into your body. Wiggle your toes, your fingers. We are going to finish class with just a final round of some deep breathing. If you would like to follow along with me, I'm going to make my way back to a seated position if you're not there. Sitting up nice and tall, I'm going to take a big inhale breath and then a big exhale out through my mouth. We'll do it twice. When you're ready, big inhale breath, option to raise hands, fingertips to the sky. And then a big exhale through your mouth. Let it go. One final time here, biggest inhale breath of the day, in through your nose. And a big exhale through your mouth. That is all I have for us today. Thanks everybody for joining me for Deep Stretch. Be sure to continue to hydrate, stretch, and fuel your body as you need. Thanks for being here, everybody.